caramel.
I love caramel.
New Reese's Caramel Big Cup.
Yes.
There's an army of ghosts, and we're the Ghostbusters.
What would you guys have done back in the day?
I'd have showered and hit the clubs.
That's really helpful.
The city needs us.
Could one of the adults also come and help?
Ghostbusters. Rated PG-13.
It's time for It Takes More, presented by Powerade.
Well, look at Goldie. The way he moves, shot fakes, gets up on his jumper, cuts really hard, moves without the ball. I mean, he steps into a three. He knows he's shooting it. Tough guy to guard. They're trying everything on him. The question I have is he going to be able to keep up this pace for 40 minutes?
11 is the record, as we told you, set by Jeff Fryer, and 8 threes is the most ever against Coach Calipari in the NCAA tournament. Over to Evan.
Well, Coach, you're spot on, because during that timeout, the athletic training staff, you can see him massaging the top of his knee right now, using the Theragun to try and work through some of that cramp, that soreness in the legs. He was trying to get fluids in. As you can see here again, that's that Theragun. That helps loosen up the muscles as they tighten with dehydration. So that'll be something to monitor, not just with Gohlke, guys, the whole group. It can't be said, look, I have timeouts. I will rest you when you need it.
Well, his right arm doesn't need to be loosened up, I can tell you that.
Townsend comes to get it with 10 on the shot clock. Here's Gohlke again.
What?
His 9th three!
It's making me laugh.
Reeves off glass for 2, and Antonio Reeves has 18 points.
He's been the steady hand for the Wildcats.
And Reeves is back defending Gohlke.
Clear out for Townsend.
Step back is short, and the rebound to Dillingham. Reeves dribbles in from the corner, and this one will not go, but Onyenso there for the offensive rebound. The putback, no. And the Golden Grizzlies have it with 12.5 to play.
Campy wants to slow this one down a little bit.
It's Fierro on Townsend. And Onyenso gets a piece of it again. But then on the rebound, Townsend is fouled. And then pushed by Dillingham. And the official comes over to have a chat with the freshman Dillingham.
Well, he gets it back here. Now they're all out of position.
Sending Townsend to the free throw line. The foul on Fierro.
This kid does seek out contact. They had taken 200 free throws coming into this game on the season. Usually a much better free throw shooter than he has shot. 80% on the season.
There's his mom, Nicole, who played basketball at Oakland, as Evan told us. His mom is a dentist, is actually Greg Campy's dentist. So if Townsend doesn't get playing time, who knows what the dentist would do to Campy. Oakland is 48% on threes and 33% on free throws. They've gotten killed at the line. Shepard, and a foul as Onyenso was going up. And that takes us to a timeout. 11:55 to go. The number 14 seed, the Golden Grizzlies of Oakland, riding Jack Gohlke to a 4-point advantage.
You know, we talked about everything, his hopes, his dreams, his fears, even his secrets.
Not a lot of people know this, but the Gecko is actually left-handed.
You can see by the way he holds the microphone when he comes to the podium.
He made it easy with only his left hand.
What hand he chooses to use as his dominant hand, that's his business and no one else's.
On one hand, it's so helpful to find the right coverage with Geico.
On the other hand, who cares?
I care.
From cars to home to jewelry, it's easy to Geico.
Don't let me go.
another tip from the Tool Shack, how to protect the paint.
You gotta protect your paint, especially with all that sweat flying around. Right, Shaq? What are you doing?
I'm trying not to get 3 seconds in the paint.
Unlock your recovery. Optimum Nutrition.
Ethan! How's my favorite client?
Great. I started using Schwab investing themes, so now I can easily invest in trends, like wearable tech.
Trends? All that research sounds exhausting.
Nope. Schwab's technology does the work. So if I spot an opportunity in robotics or pets, I can buy those stocks in a few clicks.
Can't be that easy.
It is with Schwab.
Schwab investing themes. 40 customizable themes, up to 25 stocks in just a few clicks.
I'm Jamie Erdahl back in New York with this Get More with Geico game break. May not have been pretty, but when the cap comes off the Sharpie to write Texas advancing, you don't care what it looks like. Longhorns made it to the Elite Eight last year. They are one step closer with the win over Colorado State. Andrew, what do you have cooking over there in Pittsburgh?
Jamie, so good to hear your voice. Jack Golke is the story here. His parents, Lisa and Dave, they are nervous yet proud as Golke has gone for 27 points, 9 3-pointers with Onyenso at the free throw line.
You know, one thing that helps Golke in this kind of game and helps Oakland is his longer timeouts. Definitely make a difference, as Greg McDermott had told us about his team, which isn't real deep.
Lap, how do the Wildcats get Reed Sheppard going? He's only taken 2 shots and he's missed them both.
You know, I think right now, Andrew, they just got to worry about what they got. Don't worry about him. Get Antonio Reeves the ball. Try and get these big guys going inside and get some stops.
Golke comes off the screen, fakes the 3. Now he'll shoot it. This one's off the mark. Good defense there by Sheppard. Edwards flying through the lane. He missed the jam.
Oh, my goodness.
Those are the types of moments you think about as this game comes down the stretch and the 3rd-seeded Kentucky Wildcats trailing by 3. Ten to shoot. Watts defended by Edwards. Watts will shoot that. Too strong in the rebound. Dillingham.
Not a great possession there.
Fierro knifes through the lane. Lost it. Sheppard on Golke. Townsend inside. Draws the double. Locates Conway. Right back to Townsend on the block. Townsend goes up and scores.
I'll tell you, a lot of great interior passing on that possession for Oakland.
Double-double for Townsend. 13 points, 10 rebounds. Dillingham baseline. Out to Edwards. Edwards gets some separation and connects.
And you know one thing about these games, Andrew, because you've seen enough of them, the longer it goes and they stay like this, the harder it's going to get for Kentucky when you get down to 5 minutes to go. Look at Reed Sheppard on Golke. He's not even looking at the ball. He's just looking at Golke.
Watts from the free throw line, and Rocket is heating up.
Rocket's played some big-time ball over his career.
Did not play in the Horizon League championship game due to an ankle injury. And Greg Kampe telling us yesterday he's about 80%, and he's looked pretty good out there tonight. Blake Lampman back in the game. He's been quiet tonight, 1 of 6 for just 3 points. Averages better than 13 per game.
Everybody's been quiet except Golke and Townsend.
Sheppard drives in, scoop shot, not there.
Every second that goes by, this game gets harder and harder for Kentucky.
Mulkey comes to get it. And a whistle before the shot as Shepard commits the foul. Well, Kentucky has just one NCAA tournament win in the last 3 years. They did not make the 2021 NCAA tournament, lost to St. Peter's 2 years ago in the first round and went 1-1 last year. Also some early exits in the SEC tournament, including this year when they lost in the quarters to A&M. Watts with 5 to shoot. Watts will put up another, and he's fouled by Dillingham with the shot clock expiring.
What a terrible foul that was.
And Watts a little slow to get up as Dillingham commits his first foul.
I mean, he was going to take a tough shot there. Just get your hands up. He just jumped into him.
And Watts trying to walk it off. We just told you that he's had an ankle injury throughout the postseason. He was actually injured in the quarterfinals of the Horizon League tournament against Purdue Fort Wayne. Seven points for Watts. You can watch CBS Sports HQ for free. 24/7 coverage of the Big Dance and all the biggest moments in sports. Catch tournament highlights, picks, previews, recaps, and much more. Download the CBS Sports app to watch today.
You know, Andrew, this zone has really been confounding for Kentucky. They're one of the best offensive teams in the country. They're shooting 17 for 44 for the game.
Rocket gets a breather and a nice ovation. Kentucky shooting just 35% this half.
This defense, confusing. They played it every second of every game.
Mitchell, the Pittsburgh native, off glass for 2.
Good move there.
5-point game, 8.5 to play. Both teams have 3 timeouts remaining. Conway. Over on Yenso, gets the roll. Chris Conway.
These guys are so much smaller, and they're scoring in the paint now a little bit too.
Mitchell inside, and the answer for Kentucky. Mitchell said it meant the world to him to come back to play the NCAA tournament in his native Pittsburgh. A full circle moment for the graduate student.
He's got clear out.
And the offensive foul against Townsend. That's his 3rd. Another look as Townsend, number 4, battling Mitchell, number 4.
Trey Mitchell, smart graduate player.
7:33 to go. We got a good one cooking right here on CBS.
Order Pizza Hut now and get a free large pizza late. That's a free pizza on your next order. So you can pizza now, then pizza again. Free pizza means your next dinner is covered. Your future self will thank you. Get it while it's hot. Only at Pizza Hut.
Is this what you want? These crunchy ridges?
Yes, Coach.
If you want to secure the bag, then step it up.
Does he know there's more Ruffles in the pantry?
You want these chips? Keep practicing.
Verizon Business Red Hot deals are happening now. Check out our best offers, designed just for your business, like free devices and more. Red Hot deals. Act fast.
What's Nance doing now that he's not calling March Madness?
Oh, he's keeping busy. Oh, very busy.
And it's a buzzer beater.
Nance?
Chuck has no fees or minimums on his Capital One checking account. But does he remember his PIN?
Consecutive numbers?
Bad call, Chuck. It's a swish. All sync. Hello, friend.
You need a hobby.
Nance goes hard to the paint.
The likeness is
Uncanny.
Time out. Missed the premiere of my new show, Elsbeth? Don't sweat it. You're going to love the next one. Elsbeth returns Thursday, April 4th on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Justin Hartley stars in Tracker, all new CBS Spring on CBS.
Look, I'm not a young guy. That's no secret. But here's the deal. I understand how to get things done for the American people. I led the country through the COVID crisis. Today, we have the strongest economy in the world. I passed a law that lowers prescription drug prices, caps insulin at $35 a month for seniors. For 4 years, Donald Trump tried to pass an infrastructure law, and he failed. I got it done. Now we're rebuilding America. I passed the biggest law in history to combat climate change because our future depends on it. Donald Trump took away the freedom of women to choose. I'm determined to make Roe v. Wade the law of the land again. Donald Trump believes the job of the president is to take care of Donald Trump. I believe the job of the president is to fight for you, the American people, and that's what I'm doing. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Can we do one more take?
Look, I'm very young, energetic, and handsome. What the hell am I doing this for?
We are back with our game summary. 12 of 26 from deep for Oakland, and they've only turned the ball over 5 times. Hi again, everyone. Courtside with Steve Lapis. I'm Andrew Catalan. We had a front row seat last year when FDU beat Purdue. How does Kentucky avoid the upset tonight?
They have to maintain their poise. That's the biggest thing, because when you get in these kind of situations, the pressure mounts. They've had some rough goes in the postseason the last few years. It's not as bad as Purdue, but right now, every second this game goes where Oakland stays in control, gets harder and harder for the Wildcats and for their young players especially.
Reeves is left alone, but he misses the open shot. Ivisic, the offensive rebound. Back out to Reeves. This time it's good.
That's the guy. He's been terrific all year. He's a senior.
21 for Reeves.
And their defense in the half court.
Golke comes to get it, and he lost it. Shepard and Ivisic could not bring that one in.
That was not a good pass. I mean, Reed Shepard, this is not the Reed Shepard I've been watching all year. I can tell you that. It's a bad pass.
First Kentucky turnover of the half. Conway out to Cole for 3. It's good!
I'll tell you, DQ Cole has played a great game.
13 threes for the Golden Grizzlies.
They're not moving at all. A lot of standing around now. The worst thing you can do against this defense is stand around. No cutting.
Shepard for 3. It's good! His first field goal of the night. And a deep breath for Reed Shepard. Shepard nearly a turnover.
He has a great feel, one of the best steal guys in the SEC.
You got to think maybe that shot will calm him down playing in his first NCAA tournament game. Bad pass. Lampman has had an off night. Kentucky with the ball down by 2. Dillingham for the lead. Ivisic saves it right to Lampman, who's fouled by Trey Mitchell. Reed Shepard, 52% from deep on the season. Finally sees his first one go down tonight.
Yeah, Lampman doesn't get out on him like he should, but this kid can really shoot it.
And there's his parents, Stacy Reed Shepard and Jeff, both great basketball players at Kentucky, as Trey Mitchell picks up his 3rd foul. And for Kentucky, with 18 fouls, it'll be a 1-and-1 for the Golden Grizzlies.
They need to make free throws. They have not shot them well.
5 of 11 tonight, and they miss another. On the season, 75%, which is top 40 in the country.
some movement. They're all matched up.
Shepard, but an offensive foul.
Lampman got nailed by Ivicic. Watch this here. He moves. That's a good call.
First foul on Ivicic with 5:02 to go.
Ivicic with a hip check.
We are in the Pittsburgh Penguins arena, so hip checks are usually allowed. Here's Golke coming off a screen. His three is no good. And tipped around right to Cole. Shot clock resets to 20. Golke again. Yes!
The big mistake they made there was going for the steal. They went for the steal, and that's why he was rolled by himself.
Fifth player to make 10 or more threes in an NCAA tournament game. The first since Carson Edwards of Purdue 5 years ago. But Reeves has the answer.
They've got to start to find Reeves the way Kentucky's got to find Golke. They got to start being out on him a little bit more.
Timeout Oakland with 4:09 to go. Golke has 10 threes, 30 points for Jack. And the Golden Grizzlies lead is 2 after the triple from Antonio Reeves.
Nice. AT&T just sent me a heads up on the best plan for me. I'm all about good advice. Melo, you give horrible advice. Draft night 2003. Here we go. Are you sure about this, Melo?
Where does the suit end and perk begin?
Trust me, these suits are timeless classics.
Boxy boys.
What?
AT&T provides proactive recommendations so you get what's right for you.
Let's suppose that you were able every night to dream any dream you wanted to dream. And after several nights, you would get more and more adventurous. And finally, you would dream where you are now. Exceptional by design.
My Lowe's Rewards credit card saves us 5% on the things we need. 5% off, 5% off, 5% off.
And as loyalty members, we get points toward Milo's money for the things we want.
Oh, we want this.
The all-new Milo's Rewards loyalty program is here. Download the app to join, earn, and save today.
The Cantina Chicken Burrito isn't just for late night, because it keeps it light with slow-roasted shredded chicken and finely shredded purple cabbage in a freshly grilled tortilla that's not shredded. Introducing the new Cantina Chicken Burrito, only at Taco Bell.
This time, we would like for family members to move forward and put on your soldier's Army 1-star badge.
Managing money can be a total mystery, especially when you're juggling student life. That's why I found a game changer, Experian Boost. You can see your FICO score jump up an average of 13 points instantly, for free. Join me and level up with Experian Boost.
We got one more to come tonight in Pittsburgh. There's Kevin Keatts, the NC State coach, after running through the ACC tournament, and Pop Isaacs of Texas Tech. That'll be the nightcap here from Pittsburgh on CBS. But 4:09 to go, and Jack Golke is one away from tying the NCAA tournament record for most threes in a tournament game.
And you know what we've seen tonight, Andrew? A lot of these guys on Kentucky first NCAA tournament, best players have been Trey Mitchell and Antonio Reeves, the graduates.
Conway fakes, and before the shot, a foul is called on DJ Wagner. That takes us to our final media timeout with 3:55 to go.
Everywhere but the seat. The seat is leather.
Alan, we get it. You love your bike. We do too.
That's why we're America's #1 motorcycle insurer.
But do you have to wedge it into everything?
What? I don't do that. This reminds me of my bike. The roof was about the size of my new motorcycle. Have you seen it, by the way? Happy birthday, Grandma!
Really?
Look how the brushstrokes follow the line on a gas tank.
Hey!
Hey! Brought my +1. Jamie.
So what is the next big thing? Well, Galaxy believes the next big thing is you.
Me?
Yes, look at you. You're open to experiment. You open your heart.
I have a play this weekend.
And with the power of Galaxy AI, you'll open even more possibilities. And open your imagination. We're putting all that power in your hands. The next big thing is you.
You think KFC's new pizza isn't pizza because it's made with crispy fried chicken? You think the marinara, mozzarella, and pepperoni aren't enough? Well, you're right. It's not pizza. It's chizza. Only at KFC.
When you choose a Blue Moon, everything becomes brighter. Crafted with Valencia orange peel and coriander, Blue Moon is made brighter.
Amelia, turn off alarm. Amelia, weather?
70 degrees and sunny today.
Amelia, unlock the door.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Jen.
Why not?
Did you forget something?
My protein shake.
The future isn't scary. Not investing in it is.
You're so dramatic, Amelia.
Bye, Jen.
100 innovative companies, one ETF. Before investing, carefully read and consider fund investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and more in prospectus at Invesco.com.
It's such a pretty world today. Look at the sunshine.
Book in the Hotels.com app to find your perfect somewhere.
Lavender latte for Sam.
I like that.
In his 40th season at Oakland, Greg Kampe is looking to orchestrate what would be the biggest win of his career. And guys, the last two huddles, as much as this game has been about offense and the three-pointers from Gohlke, he kept talking about defense, finding Antonio Reeves in every possession. Getting stops is going to win this game. And he closed out the last huddle by saying, "We win close games. Remember that."
Evan, he does his weekly radio show at RJ's Pub near campus, and he said usually at the end of the show he gets a bill for his meal. He said this week he got free French fries because they made the NCAA tournament. He wins this game, he'll never have to buy a meal again. Trey Mitchell is out there with 4 fouls for Kentucky. And Reeves could not make the catch. Wow.
I mean, some of these mistakes are like
10 turnovers by Kentucky. And the fans in disbelief here in Pittsburgh. Here's Gohlke putting up a 3, and he's fouled by Sheppard. 3 shots for number 3.
I mean, that's a foul. There's no doubt.
3rd foul on Sheppard. Now, free throws have been a big problem for the Golden Grizzlies tonight, just 50%. Golke's parents sweating it out.
This is starting to get very dicey for Kentucky. You know, this Oakland team, they don't turn it over. So where are you going to attack them? Obviously, that zone has baffled Kentucky the whole game.
2 out of 3 for Golke.
Reeves is running corner to corner.
Dillingham nearly slipped. Now he'll pull up. And the jumper no good. Onyenso had it, lost it. A foul is called.
Late one.
DQ Cole can't believe it. His third.
It might have been a foul, but it was late. That could have been a foul, too, on Onyenso.
Team foul number 6. So the next one will send Kentucky to the line. Edwards to inbound. Edwards way back to Mitchell. Golke chases him down, and now it's Dillingham. The SEC 6th man of the year. Cross-court pass. Edwards a 3. Big shot! Big shot. A one-possession game. Golke fakes the 3. Now he puts up an off-balance 3. No good. The rebound to Dillingham.
Yeah, that was a tough shot.
Dillingham through the defense. And off the mark.
Thought he was drawing contact there.
2.5 to go.
I like them getting Townsend in that isolation on the left elbow.
Shot clock down to 6.
They're not going to get a shot off.
Townsend's got to go up. He does. Oh, tough shot! Trey Day here in Pittsburgh. Dillingham, turnaround, nowhere close. Dillingham gets it back. Reeves going one-on-one. Step back 3. Yes.
What a shot.
Reeves with 27.
Boy, that didn't look like it was going to be a good shot, but he made it.
Oakland has 2 timeouts. Kentucky still with 3. Watts finds an opening. Missed it. Rebound on Onyenso. Dillingham up to Reeves. And a steal by Townsend. Over to Watts. To Cole. And he's fouled. Interesting call there by Oakland. They could have pulled it back, but they saw they had numbers.
Yeah, you know, when you're only up a 2-point game and you think you got a layup, I think that was not a bad decision. I think this was a good decision because you were going to have to take a shot at some point. This is probably the easiest one you're going to get.
Now at the free throw line, and Cole just a 62% free throw shooter. Oakland has won 1 game all time in the NCAA tournament. It was in the opening round in 2005. It was the pre-first 4. So they've never won a game in the round of 64. Meanwhile, Kentucky 1-3 in its last 4 tournament games.
Dillingham doesn't even want to shoot now because he's missed a couple in a row.
He's going to shoot this one. It's good! Kentucky's last 6 field goals have been 3s. A 1-point game inside a minute to go.
You got to keep playing offense because you're going to have to take a shot here.
Everyone on their feet here in Pittsburgh.
Try to get it to Townsend.
Watts out to Cole, corner three. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, come on! You gotta box out! That's the problem with kids these days. No fundamentals.
Fundamentals?
Yeah, it's not that hard. You just gotta box out! Box out! Box out! Oh, look at this guy. He can't get past me. I'm lining my hooves because I'm a buffalo. Box out! Double box out! Box out! See what I'm saying? It's just fundamentals. What? What's wrong with your faces? Let's go, sports bar.
Oakland just made its 15th three-pointer of the night. And now a two-possession game with 29 seconds to go.
You know, Golke got him this far, and now everybody else is starting to do it. DQ Cole has been terrific here, too. Townsend, right now, Kentucky, they don't have to shoot a three here. It's a two-possession game, but they need something quick, set up their pressure, and they're going to have to foul. And now if you're Greg Kampe, you're telling your guys, contain the dribble, but don't foul.
With Steve Lapis, Seven Washburn, our entire crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. And what a night it's been here in Pittsburgh as the 14 seed Oakland Golden Grizzlies, located in Rochester, Michigan, have a 4-point lead on third-seeded Kentucky.
I also would move up a little bit if I'm Oakland so they don't roll the ball. I think that's a good move. I like that.
Shepard will bring it up the floor.
Got to go quick.
Shepard, that's a deep three. No good. Rebound, Townsend. And the foul. Townsend with his 12th rebound of the night.
I don't know about that shot. I know Reed Shepard's a tremendous player.
Kampe getting after his players, saying, guys, we have not won anything yet. 18 seconds left. Trey Mitchell has just fouled out of the game.
That's his thing.
14 points for Mitchell tonight in his homecoming to Pittsburgh. And now Townsend at the free throw line, where he's just 2 of 5 on the evening.
Normally a very good free throw shooter.
Both fan bases extremely nervous. Kentucky still has 3 timeouts remaining, so still time here. Townsend misses the first.
Nope. No, he made that one.
Rattles in, 5-point game.
Got to take something to the basket.
Edwards with 9, puts up a deep 3. No good. Rebound is out of bounds to Kentucky with 4.9 on the clock. And a timeout. Wow. They will take a look to see who touched it last with 4.9 on the clock.
What's the worst part of the locker room?
The immediate thing that popped up in my head was all the acts.
Acts. You can't be a grown man going out like that.
I like that.
Reminds me like to a designer store. This smells like a candle.
Is this a joke? I did not know that was acts.
I chose acts. I knew I had good taste.
They are taking a look to see who touched this last. And we're going to take another look as well.
Yeah, I thought it was off right there.
Now, I think Oakland touched it last.
I think Oakland touched it last. Plus, they didn't argue it. You know what I mean? Nobody was pointing the other way. They just kind of walked away.
Kentucky is on the floor ready to inbound. They are in position.
You know, Andrew, your first NCAA tournament game is your first NCAA tournament game. And a lot of freshmen, and really none of the freshmen, played well in this game.
.1 on the clock, a 5-point game.
The only thing Oakland can't do, just don't foul.
Edwards puts it in. 3.9. John Calipari calls timeout.
They got to get a steal here, obviously, or a 5-second count, and then they got to make a 3. I wonder if Greg, no, he won't do that. I was going to say, will Greg Kampe tell his guys, if you throw it away, foul them? Probably not, because they're going to shoot it right away. There's only 3 seconds to go, and then they're going to get 3 free throws. So they got to get this ball in bounds. That's it.
Greg Kampe had 2 main messages for his team when they left campus on Tuesday. They finished practice, and he said, guys, one thing. We want to practice in this building next week. And number 2, we have a chance to change our lives. And you look at Greg Kampe, who was hired here in 1984, in his 40th year of coaching, has a chance to pull off an absolutely incredible win against Kentucky.
This really is, you know, when he was talking to us yesterday, you know, he wasn't in awe of these guys or anything else. He was just talking about his game plan, what he wanted to do. And boy, it was to a T what he wanted to do in this game. Keep them off balance, have their zone really slow them down. Now, you don't know Golke's going to make, you know, shoot from
10 threes.
Yeah, exactly.
It will be Golke to inbound.
And they have 1 timeout left if they needed Oakland. That's the other thing. If you can't get it in bounds, throw it in the backcourt, if anything.
Lampman and Townsend is fouled before any time came off the clock. Dillingham got him. So now, huge free throws for Trey Townsend.
He's got to make 1.
79% on the season, but he's 3 of 7 tonight.
And let me tell you something, as fast as Dillingham is, he will get a shot in 4 seconds if he misses.
His father, a credentialed photographer tonight.
I would foul. If they throw this ball to the half court, I would foul.
And Greg Kampe calls timeout using his final timeout.
If he misses this, and the ball, now if the ball comes into the front court, tough, because they'll shoot it right away. It might be 3. But if it comes to the half court, I would foul.
Kentucky has had some magic at the buzzer this year. You look at the game at Mississippi State when Reed Shepherd hit the game-winning shot at the buzzer. Will they have a chance to try to force overtime?
It'll all be moot if Townsend makes this 1 shot.
And Evan told us the story of Trey Townsend. His father, Skip, who we just showed you, played basketball at Oakland for Greg Kampe. And Kampe said that Skip is the greatest recruit he's ever had because he was able to get his son 40 years later. And now his son is at the line trying to ice a historic victory. 3 of 8 tonight. Got it! John Calipari calls timeout.
You know, you're down 4. What are you going to say? Obviously, Greg Campy's telling his guys, do not go near anybody. Let them shoot it. They shoot a 3. The game's going to be over. I would put somebody on the ball when they take it out, Kentucky.
And you think about Kentucky with just one NCAA tournament win in the last 4 years. If they do not come back and get this one,
this will be a bitter pill, this one.
Five-and-a-half-hour drive from Lexington, and a number of fans have made the trip. They may be heading home early.
They probably prepaid their rooms.
I love how that's what you're thinking about with 3.9 to go. Shepard will inbound.
They don't have anyone on the ball. Foul him. Nope.
Reeves puts up a 3. No good. And Oakland with a March memory of a lifetime. Tournament produces unbelievable moments, and as Greg Kampe told his team, we have a chance to change our lives. They did just that tonight. Evan is with Greg Kampe.
You're gonna have to wait for that golf game, Coach, because 40 years in, you just pulled off the greatest upset in this program's history. How'd you do it?
This guy right here, he had no conscience. We talked all week. Just go shoot it, baby. You're the best. And he's the best, and he proved it to the world tonight. I said this is what we wanted, this stage. We wanted Kentucky because they're the best. You know, they're the best. So we wanted that, and we wanted the stage, and our kids came through. We win all close games. We win all close games. You heard the huddle, right? That's all we said in the huddle. We win close games. When you got great kids with great character, that's how you win close games.
Why was this team the team that was able to pull off this type of win?
We've been so close over the years. This is our 14th Power 5 win. So, but it's the first in this atmosphere and such an important situation. So I'm so happy for my president, my AD, and our university. What this means to our university, you know, it's just unbelievable. And I'm happy for my players.
Jack, you just experienced something any basketball player would dream of. What's going through your mind when you catch fire?
I mean, it's just something I've worked so hard for my whole career.
No, but they don't, yeah, they do like fucking 7 hours a day instead of like, you could set up 100 boards.
He's just a freshman, and that'll be it for Apple. Apple will check out. He's smiling Eric Henderson's face as he hugs Apple. Bubs Alvarez will check in. And here comes Mims. Matt Mims checks out. Broke his foot earlier this year. All right, that round of applause is for Hawley, who's going to check in for the first time. These fans, they love him.
Yeah, he was a walk-on quarterback at Kansas as a freshman. Now he's playing in the NCAA tournament.
Just trying to play everything if he can. Probably got a lot of gear.
Yeah. He should be able to set a screen, right?
He should be able to set a screen and maybe make a pass. Shot clock is at 3.
Oh, look at the back door.
Pass underneath Hawley. Oh, can he get it to go? State basketball. I don't mean to laugh, but that would have raised the roof for the Iowa State fans. That was a great pass.
You're trying so hard.
You're trying so hard.
I don't know if he's going to get an opportunity like that again.
Well, Mayo just checked out of the game. What a career he's had at South Dakota State. It may or may not continue. Only time will tell. Alvarez up top. Alvarez to the baseline. Ostrider, opposite way, kisses it off the glass. 82-65, final 40 seconds here in Omaha. One more game to go after this one. The winner of this one, it looks like Iowa State, will face the winner of Drake and Washington State.
Remember, this was a 7-point game at the half. South Dakota State gave a valiant effort in the first half.
And we've seen this in back-to-back games where, you know, just the better team created a lot of separation.
Off the side of the iron, no good. Rebound is taken down by Hostetter. 10 seconds left. Moores, Alvarez, 7 seconds. Waiting. Lost it. Hawley picked it up. He's got it. Hawley hands it off. And that'll do it. Iowa State will advance to Saturday's second round. And the two great friends meet at midcourt as the Cyclones win it 82-65. And Eric Henderson can probably now say, I hope my buddy wins a national championship. Well, this is a really good Iowa State team. I know that's an understatement, but they did a lot of really good things.
Complete on both sides of the ball. Really good defensively. They generate a lot with their D. They've got good depth. They rebound. They can score from all 5 positions on the court. It's going to be a fun team to watch. See
no
how
doubt.
they can advance.
And when you can have 5 guys in double figures, that's going to be huge because you still have to score the basketball.
Yeah, their balance tonight was really good when it comes to that. So they advance to Saturday's second round. We know Duquesne will face Illinois in 1 game, and Iowa State will see who they face. Otzelberger, he knows this crew so well. We mentioned there were 5 coaches in this game that have coached on the same staff during their careers. That's how close they are.
And you can see the love between both of the coaching staffs. The big hug, 2 head coaches, and I love that embrace. But now Coach Henderson can wish all of the luck to the Iowa State Cyclones.
And you saw that emotional hug by Matt Mims. Mims was the only guy that played for Otzelberger previously.
And the respect between the two
Yes.
teams and their players, too, not just the coaches.
Let's check in with A.J. Ross.
That's right, Coach T.J. Otzelberger. I know this was an emotional evening for you going against a former team and a former coach of yours, but your big freshman, Milan Momcilovic, had an incredible game. 5 guys in double digits. Talk about the chemistry of this team.
Yeah, I thought our guys did a good job playing for each other offensively. We've been at our best, and we've had the offensive balance like we did tonight. I was really pleased with Milan, his aggressiveness, staying on the attack. And if we continue to share the ball, play for one another like we have been, good things are going to happen.
Your defense also truly shined. 14 turnovers. When you're executing like that on that end of the floor, how much confidence does it give you that you can go deep in this tournament?
Yeah, I think it builds our guys' confidence. We're able to pressure the ball, create offense off of our defense. That's what we really try to do. And I think at the start of that second half, we got it going a little bit there and got some rhythm to our offense.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
Iowa State will play the winner of Washington State and Drake. That's coming up next. They win it tonight as they knock off South Dakota State. Tournament games continue now on TNT, CBS, and TBS. Coming up on True TV, it's Drake versus Washington State. But after these messages, we'll send it to our studio for Capital One Tournament Central.
Oh, come on! You gotta box out! That's the problem with kids these days. No fundamentals.
Fundamentals?
It's not that hard. You just gotta box out! Box out! Box out! Oh, look at this guy. He can't get past me. I'm letting my hooves. Double buffalo! Box out! Double box out! See what I'm saying? It's just fundamentals. What? What's wrong with your faces? Let's go, sports bar.
What's the worst part of the locker room?
The immediate thing that popped up in my head was all the acts. Acts.
You can't be a grown man going out like that. I like that.
Reminds me like a designer store.
This smells like a candle.
Just a joke? I did not know that was Axe. I chose Axe. I knew I had good taste.
You get more with Geico, no matter what kind of fan you are.
Your perimeter's weak and your point guard's a geek. Sick burn, Caitlin.
From the trash-talking fan to the passionate fan, even the superstitious fan.
Last time you were there, you were love seat. You were not wearing that. You know this is where I always sit. You do not have popcorn.
However you fan, get more with Geico.
On campuses nationwide, the NCAA is making transformative changes for student athletes. While they pursue their biggest dreams, we're launching new initiatives to help them. Life-changing education opportunities are just the start. The NCAA is providing enhanced mental health services. We're guaranteeing scholarships and tuition and expanding access to healthcare. Visit ncaa.org/change to learn more.
The greatest culinary competition is back. Seasoned pros, hungry rookies. One spin of the wheel can take any chef down. Welcome to Tournament Champions 5.
All new Sunday night at 8 on Food Network.
The most gut-wrenching case that I've ever worked. I haven't gotten over it yet.
There's a lot of collective pride when a case is finally solved.
On the Case with Paul is on. All new Wednesday at 10 on ID.
Nobody works harder than me.
As soon as that music hits, I can chew through concrete. I can run through a wall.
I feel like pressure is a privilege.
It gives you fire.
All that hard work building me up to kill the fear, it all matters.
Hockey players, their minds, it's all about preparation. What I'm thinking about, what are ideas, I see them crying. Watching these hits, when you start players, making a move, they're just on a different level. The skill on display is incredible. Get ready, wait. Anybody would take McDavid's speed. The way they move the puck, the way they pass it, the physicality. Like, no, cool, I'm here. Is this here? Guys going top shelf. Get a little, rollers. I'm serious.
That's only here to make you go.
This is Capital One Tournament Central.
Welcome, True TV, loyal viewers. It is Capital One's Tournament Central. You just watched Iowa State beat South Dakota State by 17, a wire-to-wire victory. South Dakota State not leading for even a second. Seth Davis, Candace Parker, Jay Wright, I am Lefko. Iowa State wins this one convincingly. But we need to talk about another game. It was another game in Pittsburgh that had a final score that you are going to be shocked to see. Kentucky, the 3 seed. Oakland, the 14 seed. They better know. I mean, social media exists. Greg Campy, John Calipari, they are friends. Kentucky, Antonio Reeves, 27 points in this one. But the story was this guy, Jack Golke.
Steph Curry?
Golke.
Oh, I thought
Steph
you said
Golke.
Steph Curry. Okay.
He had 7 threes in the first half on 7 attempts in the first half. He went 10 of 20 from 3. Golke could not miss. The second most threes in a game in the history of the NCAA tournament. What's even crazier is he didn't attempt a 2-point field goal. That's not what he does. Oakland was up 3 at halftime. Reed Shepherd to Antonio Reeves, Kentucky. They got to fight. We're not going to have another St. Peter situation. Golke again. From downtown, they're up 3. Then Trey Townsend working it down low. He had 17 and 12. Wasn't just a one-man show. Reed Sheppard finally gets on the board. Very quiet night for him. A great young player. And then Trey Townsend, another tough turnaround in
3
traffic.
Kentucky defenders.
Seth, we were watching this going, man, Kentucky really still can fight through and win this.
As dominant as Oakland was and as dominant as Golke was, Kentucky was right there down the stretch. The moment was too big for the freshman, and that is Cole with the big-time 3. Moment not too big for him.
Clock winding down. Kentucky struggling to get a good look. Justin Edwards can't get it to go. Oakland goes and they hold on. Up 4, last-ditch attempt. This is the longest streak of not reaching the Sweet 16 for Kentucky, this 4-year streak. It ties a recent streak, but listen to this. Kentucky was 19-0 all time versus teams seeded 14 or worse until St. Peter's. They lose tonight. Consecutive losses of teams seeded 14 or lower. Oakland, absolutely stunning. Big Blue Nation, they win by 4. And Coach Campy was with our Evan Washburn after the game.
Game, Coach, because 40 years in, you just pulled off the greatest upset in this program's history. How'd you do it?
This guy right here, he had no conscience. We talked all week, just go shoot it, baby, you're the best. And he's the best, and he proved it to the world tonight. I said this is what we wanted, this stage. We wanted Kentucky because they're the best, they're the best. So we wanted that, and we wanted the stage, and our kids came through. We win all close games. We win all close games. You heard the huddle, right? That's all we said in the huddle. We win close games. When you got great kids with great character, that's how you win close games.
Why was this team the team that was able to pull off this type of win?
We've been so close over the years. This is our 14th Power 5 win, but it's the first in this atmosphere and such an important situation. So I'm so happy for my president, my AD, and our university. What this means to our university, it's just unbelievable. I'm happy for my players.
Jack, you just experienced something any basketball player would dream of. What's going through your mind when you catch fire?
I mean, it's just something I've worked so hard for my whole career, and Coach just instills the confidence in me, gives me the freedom to go out there and play and influence the game in a positive way, and I'm just having fun. We have tremendous crowd, tremendous stage. Like you said, it's a dream. This is why players work so hard to get to this stage.
What makes this team special?
Like Coach said, from the first day we got here in June, we just bonded. We said we're going to love each other, we're going to trust each other. And even today, we made a lot of stupid plays. We missed a lot of free throws. I messed up on defense sometimes. We picked each other up every single time. And that's why we're going to keep winning some games.
You have anything left in that right arm?
Hey, I got 1 day to get it back, and we'll be firing again.
Coach, what's the message as this team now advances in the NCAA tournament for what's ahead?
All right, we're going to enjoy about 45 minutes of this. Now, we're going to get ready because we got a chance of a lifetime. This isn't the end of it, This is not the end of it. We've got more, and the only way we're going to win Saturday is to stay focused and take them one at a time. We're going to do that.
Coach, Jack, we appreciate the show, guys. Go enjoy it.
Appreciate it. We're not a Cinderella.
We're not a Cinderella. Golke,
says the D2 transfer
from Hillsdale College.
Oh, you're not Cinderella.
Oakland how small this, they're 14,000 is the enrollment, and I'm a dummy. They're located in Rochester, Michigan. So anyone that thought that this was Oakland, California, you are way wrong. Jack Golke, let's show his comparison to Reed Sheppard, because this was the young player that everyone was excited about for Kentucky. It is a stark difference. 3 points for Reed on 1 of 5 shots. I can't believe he only attempted 5 shots. But the story for Jack Golke, this is what he does. He only attempted 3s. This season, he has attempted 346 threes and 8 2-point field goals. He doesn't, it's not worth it. I want 3 points. I'm not interested in your 2 points. Jack Golke was unconscious.
Yes, analytics say 3 is more than 2 right here coming off on the 3. And you know what? When you see 1 or 2 go in the NCAA tournament, the basket gets bigger. This is a guy that is not shy shooting the three, but also he hit 10 threes about a month ago in a game too. So this isn't out of the ordinary. Again, Coach, you talked about Kentucky having an eye on him. He came out early in the second half, hit 2 more threes. Yeah. And again, that opened up things for his team and for others to get involved as well.
It did. Trey Townsend had 13 in the second half after just 4 in the first half. DQ had 12. He only had 4 going into halftime. But now I also think about what's going on in Calipari, what's going on in Big Blue Nation right now.
Look, I'm going to look at this definitely as a coach. Freshmen struggle understanding concepts defensively and the importance of defense. Antonio Reeves is the senior on that team. He's their leading scorer. He had 27 points tonight. The freshmen all struggled. But Antonio Reeves is also the best defensive player on Kentucky's team. All year, John Calipari, you could argue, has done a great job getting these young freshmen as far as they have. The game is different now. Oakland is older, mature, well-coached, disciplined players. They're 23, 24 years old. He's playing with 18-year-olds. It shows in these type of environments. We're watching Golke come off these screens. Robert Dillingham is 5 feet from him, trailing him. A good defensive player is on his outside shoulder, forcing him inside the three-point line, not letting him catch. It's been a problem for Kentucky all year. Being matched up against one of the best three-point shooters in the history of college basketball was not a good matchup.
Look, all credit to Oakland, what Golke did. He's a part of NCAA tournament lore for sure, forever, for what he did tonight. Defensively, this is who Kentucky has been all season long. They're 111th on KenPom in defensive efficiency. They're 105th in the country in three-point defense. It's not that you can't beat good teams this way, just by being a good offensive team. But to be able to win and go deep and go to a Final Four, no national championship team has been remotely that bad on the defensive end. And then offensively, let's be honest, for these freshmen, especially Reed Sheppard and DJ Wagner, the moment was too big for them. And we've seen this so often throughout the years in college basketball. These freshmen who come along over the course of the season have great games, big moments. They get here, where when you lose, your season is over. The two of them combined for 3 points, 1 for 10. Reed Sheppard just shrank for the moment. He's a phenomenal kid. He's carried this team all season long. The moment was too big for them, and they played a good team that took advantage.
In their losses, Kentucky has allowed 88 points per game in those losses. John Calipari just spoke with the media. Here's what he had to say.
Coach, first of all, we appreciate taking some time after a tough loss. What was the right message to the guys after that one?
You know, what I hate is this team that really worked and did some good stuff. We didn't play great. They did. They made some unbelievable shots. We even went to a box and one. We foul him one time, he makes another one. But they shouldn't be in our team in the season defined by that game, but it will be. This is the profession we've chosen, and but you know, we had some guys that didn't play the way they'd been playing all year. We did everything we could. We knew the zone would be tough, but we missed shots we don't miss. And you know, the preparation, I thought they were in a great, trying to keep them loose, but when the game started, they just, you had some guys not play to the level they could play.
I know this is never about you, but for what you put into this, how long you've been doing it, how does a loss like this sit with you?
I told him after, this one is painful. And the reason is, there are other times you lose a game and you know your team is what it is, and you know, but this team I really felt was built for this moment. Even though we were young, I knew that could catch us. But we had our chances, which is threw the ball away. We took a bad shot, you know, I mean, there were things that happened, and then we give up a corner three the last play. But you got to give Oakland credit. They made unbelievable shots at the buzzer, at the, you know, they deserved to win the game. I hate to say we didn't, but we didn't.
Coach, again, your class act, Verstappen. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
And we will spend time talking about Oakland, especially before their game on Saturday, but I think we need to put a button on this with Coach Cal. This is his 15th season as the Kentucky coach. He has taken them to 4 Final Fours. He has a championship in 2012. Mr. Jay Wright, Coach Jay Wright, this was in his hometown of Pittsburgh, and I know because I worked in Kentucky for a number of years, the expectations of Big Blue Nation are sky high. 2 of the last 3 years, St. Peter's and now Oakland. How do we understand this and process this moving forward?
Number one, personally for Cal, he loves Pittsburgh. He takes pride in being a Pittsburgh guy. So being there in Pittsburgh, this really hurts him personally. I understand. I feel for him. Number two, the era of taking these young freshmen and trying to play against older players is over. I think he did a phenomenal job with these guys all year, getting them to be as successful as they were. You can see they're playing against grown men. The guys on Kentucky will be far better pros than any of these guys on Oakland or any of these guys in the tournament. But they're not as good college basketball players. At this point in their career, they're not as disciplined yet as the guys from Oakland. And it's not Cal's fault. It's they're 18 years old, and they're in this era where everyone's telling them how great they are. Just show up in college and you're going to win. It doesn't happen that way. And the more the guys stay in college because of NIL, it's going to be tougher for young teams like this to be successful.
Kolke, 24 years old, and he went out there and knocked down 10 threes in a performance that we will likely not forget for a very long time. And guess what? It's 10 o'clock, which means I think we have like 4 or 5 more basketball games still to watch. More upsets could still happen. Capital One Tournament Central continues. Kentucky, I'm sorry. Oakland, congratulations.
What's Nance doing now that he's not calling March Madness?
Oh, he's keeping busy.
Oh, very busy.
And it's a buzzer beater. There. Chuck has no fees or minimums on his Capital One checking account. But does he remember his PIN?
Consecutive numbers?
Bad call, Chuck. It's a swish. All sync. Hello, friend.
You need a hobby.
Nance goes hard to the paint.
The likeness is
Uncanny.
Here's another tip from the Tool Shack. How to protect the paint.
You gotta protect your paint, especially with all that sweat flying around. Right, Chuck? What are you doing?
I'm trying not to get 3 seconds in the paint.
Okay, when you turn around, you're gonna see someone.
Yeah, the turkey and cheese.
Let's imagine that LL Cool J has a bubble around him. Do we want to be Keith? There are some situations that young homeowners turning into their parents just can't handle.
Yeah, there he is. There's my nephew. Now, I got a video of him playing piano.
That's not how you take a selfie.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
3, 2, 1.
We don't need a countdown. Just take the picture.
New dirty drinks have arrived at Sonic. And if you're wondering why we named them that, let me explain. It's soda, the best ice in the world, plus a refreshing blend of coconut, sweet cream, and lime. When it's that delicious, you can call it whatever the heck you want. New dirty drinks now at Sonic.
Ready for the big meeting?
I have to write this project plan.
I just need to reply to 40 emails.
Every day, your team gets sucked into endless writing tasks. And every day, hours disappear for everyone, except Pam. Hey, Pam. Because Pam uses Grammarly's AI to write in a few clicks, not a few hours. It's one seamless experience everywhere, and it works for the whole enterprise. That's why 70,000 teams trust Grammarly.
I was lost in the dark.
Grammarly, for business. Easier said, done.
UNC taking on Wagner, a 1 seed down there in the West region. Armando Bacot, he had it going. Double-double for him, no surprise there. And then a little bit later, R.J. Davis. It was just too much Carolina from the get-go set. Wagner trying to play with 7 guys, just didn't have enough firepower.
Yeah, 16 versus 1 is usually going to be a bad matchup. North Carolina took the assignment seriously, never really gave Wagner a chance.
And they will face Michigan State and Tom Izzo in the second round. but we also need to do a little Capital One Venture double-double. 7th consecutive double-double in the tournament, longest streak since Tim Duncan. One more, he passes him. One more, he officially ties Tim Duncan for his entire career. 20 and 15 for Armando Bacot. We'll have more Capital One Tournament Central in just a minute. Stay with us and get ready for more basketball as Drake and Washington State tip it off in 10 minutes on True TV.
You know, we talked about everything, his hopes, his dreams, his fears, even his secrets.
Not a lot of people know this, but the Gecko is actually left-handed.
You can see by the way he holds the microphone when he comes to the podium.
He made it easy with only his left hand.
What hand he chooses to use as his dominant hand, that's his business and no one else's.
On one hand, it's so helpful to find the right coverage with Geico.
On the other hand, who cares?
I care.
From cars to home to jewelry, it's easy to Geico.
Every March, Jersey Mike's turns money from subs into charitable donations.
And March 27th is Jersey Mike's annual day of giving, where 100% of sales from every sub are given back to the community.
Join us for Jersey Mike's Day of Giving. Be a sub above.
So you're telling me this bouncer pass gets us into the Creation Museum too? Yep, how cool is that? What are we waiting for? Let's go! Whoa, is that a mastodon? I think so. This is gonna be awesome.
AT&T just sent me a heads up on the best plan for me. That's cool. They know what a pro wants. What a pro needs. Whatever makes me happy. Sets you free. And I'm thanking you for knowing exactly what a pro wants, what a pro needs. Whatever makes me happy sets me free. Good. A little bit flat. We'll get better.
AT&T provides proactive recommendations so you get what's right for you.
Here's another tip from the Tool Shack. How to avoid a one-seed upset.
Hey, Shaq, what's the number one seed this spring?
It's lettuce. You don't want to upset that seed. Don't push it down too far.
That's a big green thumb, dude.
Danny, no one does what we do. Slicing subs right in front of you since 1956.
It brings me back.
To your younger days?
No, back to yesterday when I ordered the same thing. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
The original Naked and Afraid. It always a special presentation tonight after NCAA.
You are the future. Pursue tech careers with the DeVry Scholars Program. Advance your ambition.
Donald Trump is obsessed with revenge. I'm focused on the future. I'm lowering drug prices, getting more people health care, defending our basic rights like the right to choose. We're pushing past Trump's grievances and building a better future.
Order Pizza Hut now and get a free large pizza later. So you can pizza now, then pizza again.
Experience the tracks from your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. With its bigger, bolder design, you can enjoy a whole new way to roll. Lease a 2024 Trax LT for just $239 a month. Put it in D and see why Chevy drives the Motor City. Anytime on the app.
Capital One Tournament Central getting you ready for Washington State and Drake. Washington State, their first tournament appearance since Tony Bennett was the coach back in 2008. Isaac Jones' first team all Pac-12. And we got Atten Waite on the Drake Bulldogs, a Cal Northridge transfer averaging almost 19 points per game the last 2 games. It's the Pac-12, the Missouri Valley, getting ready to tip off on True TV.
You're not busy, are you?
Heads up! Heads up!
Game time.
I ain't playing around. Make one false move, I take you down. Get back. You don't know me like that.
One kale celery swirl?
Yeah.
Cash or charge?
Charge.
For years, they competed against each other. But every 4 years, they take on the world. They represent our schools and our country. We are proud to say, Olympians are made here.
AEW Collision returns live March 30th on TNT. These are the faces of determination.
Game faces are on.
Of amazement. Of perspective.
Are you not entertained?
Face the reality. Face the opponent. And become the face of the game.
You just sit back and enjoy.
Coverage of the NCAA Men's Basketball Tournament is sponsored by Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, in theaters May 10th. Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories. And by Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Thanks for the ride, guys. Earn double miles on our tickets with the Capital One Venture Card.
Is a blimp the best way to get to the Final Four? It is when you look this handsome. It's the airbound mound of rebound.
I like ugly chuckling. Well, at least we're keeping a low profile. Oh, Chuck.
Champagne, anyone? Oops.
My hand! I think we're leaking helium. What makes you say that?
Now everybody remember where we parked. Yeah, with all these other blimps.
Everyone's hyped that Wendy's made the official hamburger of March Madness a buck. What time I told you? 11.
I'm hearing that song in my sleep.
Get hyped with fresh, never frozen beef on Wendy's Dave's Single for a buck. Only in the app.
Hold on. It's only a game. A little hard work. A shot. It's only a jump. Hey.
Hey.
What's this?
Coca-Cola Spiced. It's...
Nah, dude. It's more like...
Nah, it's...
No, it's...
All right. All new Coca-Cola Spiced with an unexpected burst of raspberry and spice flavors.
Welcome to Stupid Pet Tricks, where people come on with their pets and show us their stupid tricks. Some of these animals will blow your mind, and some of these animals will blow the trick.
Stupid Pet Tricks, all new Mondays at 9 on TBS and anytime on the app.
I think we understand now why Peyton Manning yelled it so much. Omaha, the
Nebraska, where we've had great basketball all day long. And today, we have our final game. It's the number 10 seed, the Drake Bulldogs, getting set to take on the 7 seed, the surprise of the Pac-12, Washington State. Iowa State just knocked off South Dakota State earlier today. Duquesne, they're the big surprise today. And then Illinois, obviously not. That's who will face off on Saturday. Hey, everybody, Tom McCarthy along with Debbie Antonelli, Avery Johnson. We'll hear from A.J. Ross and Gene Steratore in just a little bit. When I say the name Tucker DeVries, what does that mean, Debbie?
I say score,
yes.
right? Buckets, back-to-back, Missouri Valley Player of the Year, 5th in the nation in scoring, and he can fill it up in all 3 levels.
And we'll see if Miles Rice can fill it up for Washington State. He's got an amazing story of overcoming a significant health challenge, and we'll talk more about it during the game.
Yeah, Darren DeVries, he's done a wonderful job. 6 years of 20 wins or more for the Drake Bulldogs. They won the Missouri Valley. They knocked off a really good Indiana State team. Here are the starting lineups. Kyle Smith. Many people think that he's the coach of the year in college basketball with what he's accomplished. He was the Pac-12 coach of the year. Last year, they were 17-17. This year, 24-9. Second place, their highest finish since 1983.
Well, they were picked to finish 10th in the Pac-12.
Well, here we go. Randy Richardson is at center court. He'll toss it up, and the tip is controlled by the Cougars. Our first look at Miles Rice. Wells now has it, top of the circle. Back to Rice. Look at Enright. Enright for Drake is a really good defender.
He's number 4. He's their little point guard, and he is active and a pest.
Wells covered by Enright. Yakumovsky for 3, no good. And the rebound taken by Drake and the freshman Overton.
I think in transition is going to be a key. Who can get more easy baskets in transition?
Boy, Brody almost put a hole in the backboard on that turnaround.
Well, you're going to find, which is typical in the tournament, is that Power 5, taller at every position than a mid-major. And that's what you find here. And that's why transition will be important for Drake. They've got to get out in the break before Washington State sets up in that great size and length in the quarter court defensively.
Yakumovsky up top.
They missed a mismatch inside.
Shot clock is at 3. Rice step back for 3. No good. Too strong. Pluck with the rebound, but it didn't hit the rim. Let's check in with A.J. Ross.
Well, Tom, I can tell you redemption is the goal for Tucker DeVries and these Drake Bulldogs after they got bounced out of the tournament early last year by Miami. Tucker shot 1 for 13, and it was something that stung with him, according to his dad and coach, Darian. But he got a call from former Creighton star Kyle Korver, and Korver pointed out he had his own bad tournament games. He told Tucker, you got to double down. That's what these Drake Bulldogs want to do tonight, guys.
Well, he's trying to double down right out of the gate. No good. And, A.J., I thought it was interesting to listen to what Darren DeVries said about his son. There's the Kyle Korver banner right next to the Doug McDermott banner. He said, listen, you're a basketball player. You shoot the ball. You score a lot. You have bad games. It just so happened it was in the NCAA tournament.
Right, and then you had all summer to think about it, but he used it as motivation. And he's been a much better player this season. His numbers are up. He's getting to the free throw line more than he did last year. And he leads the team in assists.
Wells hedged out. Shot clock under 10. Yakumovsky going to the basket. Blocked away by Brody.
Outstanding weak side block by Brody. When you can complete those type of defensive plays, if you see man